So before we go into our reports of the governing body, we have a very great evening. We have the office, we're going to give the oath of office to Chief EMT Michelle Sampson and also Deputy Chief Melissa Cooker. So would, I guess we can do one at a time?
Yes. To do that, after that, if you have your family here with you, or whoever you'd like to get a picture with. I'm not wearing my purple glasses for the picture, but
Rich,
you got it right.
get Jimmy or somebody to Rich, Jimmy's going to hold the mic.
Say Merry Christmas.
I'll take him.
You want Jim, you want to hold the Bible?
All right, repeat after me. I, Michelle Sampson,
I, Michelle Sampson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same and to the government
to the state and the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
perform
all the duties of the office of Chief EMT.
all the duties of the office of Chief EMT.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's your turn.
Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Wood. Is that Captain Morgan?
No, it's not tonight.
All right. I, Melissa Cooper,
I, Melissa Cooper,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same and to the governments established in the United States,
to the state and the governments established in the United States,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of Deputy Chief EMT.
of the office of Deputy Chief EMT.
Congratulations. You getting a picture of this? Yeah, you have my purple glasses. Did you get one? You got one, Michelle? Yeah. Great. Congratulations to both of you. I know, on behalf of the committee, we're very, very pleased to have you in those new positions. And I'm sure that those that are here in attendance are supporting you with everything they have as well. It's always been a great fortune for this township to have not only a rescue squad, but our fire departments, chiefs that lead our four fire departments with Strathmere. But we're really fortunate to have the department of the rescue squad that we have. We are all feel safer whenever there's an issue, medical or whatever. And I know that the two of you will do a fantastic job for us. So we wish you all the best. You're all welcome to stay, but you're also welcome to go and celebrate. And all of you, I hope have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah.
Are they former co-workers? That means love, right?
It is.
And now we have but two people left in the audience.
Hey, some of you know.
Both which are employees, I might add. All right, Scott, do you have anything for us this evening?
Well, just one thing, Mayor. Basically, an update from our Public Works team, and that is regarding the second phase of our leaf collection. It's well underway, and it should be finished by this Friday. We have received, and I know Committeeman Barr had received a few phone calls from concerned residents because of our due diligence that our team has been putting in for the past several weeks regarding leaf collection. They've actually expedited the whole process. But we want everybody to know that don't be concerned. Through this second phase, there will actually be a third phase to this, and we'll go around to the township one more time, make sure we collect all the leaves that are left over. And I think, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know we were working at Poets Woods today, and we're moving north. Is that correct?
Basically, the short version of it is from Church Road to Poets Woods. We've done this week, and then it's not going to be for.
I can tell you, I've heard nothing but positive remarks, and it looks excellent. And I was going to ask about that because you've been twice through the Seville area, I believe, and there is somebody that just put their leaves out this weekend. So I'm glad you're coming back around.
That's all I have this evening. I do have one thing for closed session.
Barbara, do you have anything for us?
Just want to remind everyone that our next meeting will be our reorganization meeting on Monday, January 6th at 6 p.m. And I'd like to wish everyone a happy, healthy Christmas and New Year.
And since we're on that subject, and when we have the public, this being read there, we will be closing the township offices at noon, 1 o'clock, I'm sorry, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I'm sorry, that was a faux pas.
Yeah, they're going to cut the tape.
Let me reiterate, 1 p.m. Christmas Eve and 1 p.m. on New Year's Eve, and then close obviously on Christmas and New Year's Day.
Posted also on the website.
Okay.
Nothing at this time. We do have a couple things for closed session.
All right. Barbara.
If nothing this evening, just wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Okay. Committeeman Coggins.
Nothing from this end either, other than Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of our township employees and residents, and have a safe and happy and healthy New Year.
Committeeman Young.
I'd just like to reiterate on what John just said, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. When Barb was like, just trying to say that she wasn't sure whether to say Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas, but it's a shame we don't know, what we're supposed to do anymore. So the other thing I have is Larry is in contact with Rick Rochard from the Pumpkin Run for next year. They are going to put the show on next year, so we'll be having a meeting shortly to try to set a date. Not sure when it's going to happen, but we're going to do something.
Keep in mind the race is gentlemen again.
Yeah, we're going to get away from those dates completely. So, but we'll be looking forward to trying to put something together with a different date for next year.
Okay. Deputy Mayor Barr.
Just a Merry Christmas to all a good night, and we made you a Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, so all those holidays.
Festivus.
So everybody has Festivus, yeah, you get that, Festivus. So everybody have a happy and safe holiday.
All right, last.
I have nothing, just would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and safe, happy holiday season.
Okay. And I'll echo everyone, and, as I said it earlier, we do wish everyone, and to be appropriate, happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, or for whatever the holiday you're celebrating during this great season. And I only would emphasize that if you have an opportunity to help others, and you feel comfortable doing it, now's the time to do it. It's a good time of year to be doing it. There's a lot of churches and other charitable groups that are working to make sure that everyone has a great Christmas. So please consider doing so if you can. And I have one thing. We have a request from the Abundant Life Assembly of God. They are going to make some improvements on their property at 44 Route 55 in Upper Township.
Route 55?
Route 55. Route 50. They have 55 on their address. The addition they're making needs no variances. It's a conforming project, but they're looking to have the fees waived. So I thought since this was brought to us, sent to me today, with the holiday season and stuff, we probably won't have an official meeting until the second week of January, so maybe I'll help along a little bit.
Which they won't need any site plan waiver or anything.
It says that everything, it says the addition is to provide a multi-purpose room. The project is a conforming project and no variance or relief is requested or required for approval.
Well, we traditionally waive building fees and zoning board fees, but we cannot, I believe.
They can't, the escrows, it's up to the individual professionals.
And the problem is we can't waive, I was just going to say, we can't waive the attorney zoning board fees. So I would like.
They understand that.
I would like to make a motion to waive all fees that we can waive.
Second. Call the roll.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Palumbo?
Yes.
Motion is carried.
All right. So Barbara, you want to start with the resolutions?
Sure. Item number 1, honoring Evan Michael Holmes on attaining the designation of Eagle Scout.
Move the resolution?
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggin?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Palumbo?
Yes.
Mary? 2, accepting the 2020 solid waste and recycling collection rules and regulations resident information packet pursuant to Chapter 24 of the revised general ordinances of Upper Township.
Move the resolution?
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggin?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Palumbo?
Yes.
Motion is carried. 3, accepting the bid and authorizing the execution of a contract for the project known as the replacement of Putnam Avenue and Sumner Avenue bulkheads.
Move the resolution?
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggin?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Palumbo?
Yes.
Carried. 4, authorizing the purchase of certain items and for the chief financial officer to withdraw funds in the amount of $29,408 from the account entitled Recycling Trust Account for such purposes.
Motion to authorize.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Palumbo?
Yes.
Motion is carried. 5, authorizing the purchase of certain items in the amount of $102,695.20 from the Cape May County Open Space Program Park and Recreation Development Grant.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Palumbo?
Yes.
Carried. 6, Chapter 159 resolution for the insertion of a special item of revenue into the 2019 budget that was not determined at the time of the adoption of the budget. State of New Jersey in the amount of $548,095.23.
Move the resolution?
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Cogan?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Item number 7, budget transfers.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Cogan?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. 8, cancel the municipal tax lien on Block 736, Lot 17.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. 9, cancel municipal tax lien on Block 736, Lot 23.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. 10, authorizing the imposition of a municipal lien upon 1786 Mount Pleasant Road, Block 296, Lot 1, related to unsafe structure demolition.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. 11, authorizing the imposition of a municipal lien upon 1786 Mount Pleasant Road, Block 296, Lot 1, related to junk removal.
Move the resolution.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. There's just one little minor change to the next title, and that is authorizing the imposition of a municipal lien upon 1786 and 1790 Mount Pleasant Road, except Block 296, Lot 1, related to junk removal.
Move the resolution.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Item number 13, authorizing the imposition of municipal lien upon 1790 Mount Pleasant Road related to unsafe structure demolition.
Move the resolution?
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. 14, authorizing the imposition of a municipal lien upon 30 Rivendell Road, Block 642, Lot 26, related to unsafe structure demolition.
Move the resolution?
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Item number 15, under ordinances. Public hearing and final adoption of ordinance number 21, 2019, an ordinance establishing salaries for the Township of Upper for the calendar year 2020.
Okay, before I open it up to the public, does the committee have any questions or anything? If not, I'll open it up to the public. Would anyone in the public like to address the Township Committee with respect to ordinance number 21, 2019, the establishing salaries for the Upper Township calendar year 2020? Okay, let the record reflect there was no public comment. We'll close the public comment portion and entertain a motion for adoption.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 21-2019.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Would someone like to make a motion to pay the bills?
I hereby move that all claims submitted for payment at this meeting be approved and then incorporated into the full minutes of this meeting.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mayor Plummer?
Yes.
Motion is carried.
There are two municipal reports, Division of EMS and Municipal Court. They will be available upon request tomorrow at the clerk's office, but I'll make a motion to accept those reports.
Second?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggins?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plummer.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
So this time we'll open it up to the public. If anyone in the public would like to address the Township Committee, now's the time to do so. Please come to the podium and state your name, your address, and your reason for addressing the Township Committee.
going to wait my turn, but I guess I'll go now.
You just said, does Ralph want to talk?
I was trying to be polite and follow protocol.
So I'm Ralph Cooper. I'm a chairperson of the Upper Township Green Team. I just wanted to come tonight to report that we had some last-minute negotiations last week, and the Green Team was able to get the township certified again this year for Sustainable Jersey. So this is the fourth year we've done it in a row. And we're one of the few townships that actually submits and gets reviewed on an annual basis. A lot of the communities have chosen the other way, which is every 3 years you get recertified. And in my working with the other green teams, I found that the problem was that they would get certified and then they would sort of go into a dormant stage for 2.5 years and then come back up again and try to get recertified again. So what we're doing in Upper Township is keeping the program running pretty much on an annual basis. Paul Dietrich has been very helpful with that. So we were certified in 24 actions in this past year for the township, and in 9 of the 18 categories under Sustainable Jersey. The certification really is the township, it's not the Green Team. So the branding and everything for Sustainable Jersey is yours as the township committee. I look forward to working with you in the future years. We have a lot of actions that are ongoing that are part of resiliency and sustainability here in Upper Township that Paul talks about a lot. Some of them didn't quite reach the level that the reviewers were happy with, so we'll go back and approach them again in 2020. I also was next door at the school board meeting a little bit ago and congratulated them. They had a certification for their elementary school this year under the Sustainable Schools program. The district also got certification in one of the main awards in the state for sustainability and saving on energy cost. I talked to them just a bit ago about maybe publicizing that a bit more, because that could be an example that we can use then when we're talking to other folks in the community to use as an example. These things are helpful because not only with the township but also the schools, to have this branding in Sustainable Jersey gives everybody the opportunity when you're applying for grants or things outside of the township. Having that brand is very helpful for the community. We have little magnets that we got now. You can put on the back of your car that says Sustainable Jersey Certified Upper Township, and we're looking to develop some new material for the coming year as well. I think that's it. Anybody have any questions?
Nope, we're posting their events and things on the township website.
You have
congratulations on again achieving the accreditation, is that what we're calling it? I think it's a good program, so please continue your good work.
Okay, I appreciate the opportunity to do it. It's just one more thing. I mean, Sustainable Jersey crosses over not only environment, but people, health and wellness, and also the economics. Most of the actions we put in this year, as in the past, involved economic recognizing businesses that were operating in a resilient and sustainable way. We did a couple on the health and welfare, but one of the main items that we turned in this year was the amount of actions that involve civic engagement. And I'll send you all the report that's come down from Sustainable Jersey on these actions, but civic engagement involves, one of the things is how well the website is able to communicate to the public, the type of information that you put out there and so forth, and so we got a good score on many of those areas. Obviously, what we need to work on in the future is to get more public engagement in some of your public meetings. But I think it's important for the public to know how they can approach the township. I've been to a lot of meetings here where people would come and have an issue, and they hadn't really realized that they could probably get it addressed weeks in advance if they just went to the right office down the hall. And I think sometimes reinforcing how that works is a good thing for the community as well. It's much easier I find, to talk to people and hopefully get things resolved than to just grouse about it a bit and not get to the right person. So, very good. So we're going to continue to go forward. I think the League of Municipalities that helped start Sustainable Jersey is having a lot of impact, and we're hoping that we can keep Upper Township shining as an example of sustainability in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
And obviously, there's no one else in the audience that will address the Township Committee. So we'll close that public portion, and we'll entertain a motion for adoption. I mean, we move into executive session.
I hereby move that a resolution be incorporated into the minutes authorizing the Township Committee to enter into executive session for the following matters pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act. The matters are contract negotiation for actuarial services, safety and security, and personnel. I also include in my motion the estimated time and the circumstances under which the discussion conducted in closed session can be disclosed to the public as follows. It is anticipated that the matters discussed in closed session may be disclosed to the public upon the determination of the Township Committee that the public interest will no longer be served by such confidentiality. With respect to employment and personnel matters, such discussions will be made public if and when formal action is taken or when the individuals involved consent that it can be made public. With respect to contract negotiations, such matters will be made public when negotiations have ceased and there is no longer a reason for confidentiality.
Second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Coggan?
Yes.
Mr. Corson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
And Mayor Plumbo?
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Hey, Mike, any idea when Buck's going to be over at Codwell? I get back to Spurlock across the street. That's the reason I'm